Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. As you know, I am Nikhil, and today I'll be explaining a research paper from the subject Cloud Computing or subject code as 21 CS17. So let's get started. The cloud computing security problem. Cloud computing has revolutionized how businesses operate. It provides many benefits like scalability and cost efficiency. However, it also introduces new security challenges. So let's understand what these security challenges are in detail. So the rise of cloud computing. In its early days, cloud computing emerged in the early 2000s, offering services like email and storage. Mobile revolution. The rise of mobile devices and smartphones fueled demand for cloud-based applications. And the modern day cloud, as we all know, is what the businesses rely on because these cloud services for everything from data analytics to artificial intelligence play a vital role for the businesses these days because cloud computing it really is like if you are using it you know what it's worth. If you're not using it then you're probably missing it or something that you might realize in the later stages where you might say like yeah, I should have done it type of things. Okay. Then unique security challenges, shared responsibility. Cloud providers share security responsibility with their customers. So what is the shared responsibility is the cloud provider they accept their responsibility as well as it's the responsibility of the customer to maintain their needs. Next, they need to have the responsibility towards what they're doing. That's what they're trying to say over here. Then you have data exposure. Storing data in the cloud increases the risk of data breaches. Like we know, if we have our data closed in our server that is being if there's a company and say they have their own server, they're maintaining it and everything. So it means that their servers are logged in and only the people who have access in their company can manipulate the data. But in case of cloud, if the cloud is breached, then all the data, this means all the data, there might be more than 10 companies, so all its data will be breached and all the data will be hacked, right? So that's what the data exposure in the cloud is very much. Then emerging threats, new threats like ransomware and advanced persistent threats pose significant challenges. Then data breaches in the cloud. Data theft, sensitive information like customer data and financial records are often targets. We know that if we have, like most of the time, people hack the cloud or any servers to get the details of the customers, which mainly include financial records and their customer details. Why? Because in that way they can access their information, which can be used in ways which is not easily thinkable by the customer itself. Okay, their data, which is more money than they could even think about. So that is why data thefts happen. And service disruptions. Breaches can lead to service outages and downtime, impacting businesses' operation. Then we have reputation damage. Data breaches can severely damage a company's reputation and erode customer trust. If we know that a company where you, let's say, if we have recently there's been a lot of data breaches, right? So if they say like we all trust Google. If suddenly someone says that Google data has been breached, then the trust between the people and the company will slowly reduce because people trust Google blindly right now, right? We all know that because they think Google is doing them good. So if something like that happens, then the trust between the company and the customer will reduce and erode. That is what we call as reputation damage. Then we have insider threats and access control. Unintentional errors. Employees may accidentally expose sensitive data due to negligence or lack of training. Then being malicious intent. Some insiders may intentionally compromise systems or steal data for personal gain. This is one of those things where they can use your data, those type of things. Access control. Implementing strong access controls and least privilege principles is crucial. Compliance and regulatory issues. So GDPR, whose requirements include data privacy and protection, HIPAA, security and privacy of protected health information. Then we have PCI DSS, security standards for credit card data. Then we have encryption and key management, which includes data encryption, key management, and strong algorithms. So let's start with data encryption. Encrypting data at rest and in transit is essential to protect sensitive information. The, the second one being key management. Managing encryption keys securely is critical to ensure the effectiveness of encryption. Then we have the strong algorithms. Using robust encryption algorithms ensure data is protected from unauthorized access. Then shared responsibility model. Cloud provider is responsible for security of the underlying infrastructure. Cloud provider, he is the one or is the person who is responsible for the security of the infrastructure. They maintain the building, the services, so that it can't be breached physically, whereas it's the responsibility of the customer for securing their data and applications within the cloud. Then what are the best practices for cloud security? Multi-factor authentication (MFA) adds an extra layer of security by requiring multiple authentication factors. Then we have firewalls and intrusion detection systems (IDs) prevent unauthorized access and detect malicious activity. Then we have regular security audits and vulnerable scanning identify and address security weaknesses in systems and applications. So, what are the future trends and innovations? So, first one being zero trust security, a security model that assumes no user or device can be trusted by default. AI powered security. Artificial intelligence can be used to detect and respond to threats more effectively. Then we have quantum computing. Quantum computing could enhance encryption and security capabilities. So, this ends my presentation. Thanks for watching.